So now that we've learned how to find the y-intercept and the zeros, we're going to now learn how to get all of the information so we can actually plot it. It's not much different from what we had done when we were doing the expanding. Okay, so we're gonna do this in steps. So to find, sorry, my stomach just growled. So we already know that in standard form, we're given the y-intercept, right? And so it's already in standard form. So we know that this is our y-intercept. Okay, we don't have to do anything else. Now we need to find our zeros. So the way we do this is this model here, right? We're gonna do the window model. We're gonna do what we've done the last two videos. So we're gonna take this and we're gonna put it into our window. So we're gonna take x squared and put it here. We're gonna take negative 12 and put it here. And then we're gonna take negative 4x and put it outside there. So we now need to find what two go in here. So we're gonna take what two things, add to 4 and multiply to negative 12. So let's take the multiplication and we're going to go and create this chart here. So two things that multiply to negative 12. So we have 3, we'll go negative 3 and 4. And we can do negative 4 and 3. We can also do negative 6 and 2, or we can do 2 and negative 6. Sorry, we can do a couple more, but we're gonna stop there because we know what's in there. Okay, so do any of these add to negative 4? Let's take a look. So these ones, nope, they add to positive 1, they're out. These ones, they add to negative 1. So negative 6 plus 2 is gonna give us negative 4. Perfect. So these are our two numbers. So then we plug these two numbers, and again, don't forget the x when you put them in. So we'll put negative 6x and positive 2x. And then we can take this and we can pull information outside of our window. So we know that this is x and we know that this is x. We know that this is 2 and we know that this is negative 6. So our zeros are going to be x minus 6 and x plus 2. Okay, so I'm gonna write this here. So our standard form, we have negative 12. Our zeros, so these things here, we just found, and they are, so remember when we take them out of the bracket, they change signs. So this is a negative 2. And we know that when we pull that out, it is a positive 6. So our zeros are negative 2 and 6. So then we do the axis of symmetry. Okay. So we did, so step 1, we did our zeros, right? Step 2, we're going to do the axis of symmetry. And we can do that because we now have our factored form. So remember, the axis of symmetry, for the first thing that we're supposed to do is we're supposed to add the two zeros together, right? So we add negative 2 and 6 together. And the second thing we're supposed to do is divide it by 2. So then we do the mathing out, which gives us 2. Okay, so our axis of symmetry, which is also written as x equals 2. And like I said, I usually box things. I don't know why I didn't box them up here. Okay, so we now have our axis of symmetry. So we need that to get our y value in our vertex. Okay, so step 3 is to get our vertex. So we already know that our x value for our vertex is 2. So we plug this back in 2, so we plug our x into the factored form. Okay, so then we get our factored form, so we have y equals x minus 6, x plus 2, and we plug this in to that. So then we have 2 minus 6, 2 plus 2. I'm going to finish it over here. And then we get negative 4 and positive 4, which gives us negative 4 times positive 4 is negative 16. Okay, so we have our y value. So we can now write our vertex, which don't forget to do that. You need to write your vertex. And it goes x, so 2, comma, negative 16. Okay, so we can now, I'm just gonna highlight these, so we just found our x value, or sorry, our y value. So we can now plot this on our graph. So we know, I'm just gonna go with, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, sorry. Negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5, negative 6. So we're gonna plot our 2 points. Actually, we're gonna plot our standard form first. So our y-intercept. So we have negative 12. So we're gonna give a negative 12 around here. Normally I would label it. And then we're gonna go plot our 2 zeros. So we'll take this and we'll go to negative 2, plot our point, positive 6, plot our point. Okay, so we've done this and we've done this. Now we can go put the axis of symmetry down there because the axis of symmetry is 2. So we can put our dotted line down the 2. And then, so we've done that one. And then we can go to plot our vertex. So our vertex is 2. Right, so we'll go to 2 and negative 16, which is about down here. And we can now do our parabola. So we would plot it. It would look something like that. So we were able to find all of our information just like we did yesterday. Okay, it's pretty much the exact same steps, except we're doing it from standard to factored.